Ah, part of the culture. Hello, good afternoon and welcome to another one of my walking films. I've been saying for years I'd do this, so I'm finally going to do it this afternoon. We're going to do a winter walk along the Middlewood Way. So we're at a place called Poynton, and what we're going to do is go up to the canal, walk towards Marple, and then join the Middlewood Way there and walk back along it. So it should be a loop of about 10 kilometres. It's a lovely February day, so I hope you enjoy coming with me. Right, so the station's great here, there's picnic tables and everything, but what we're going to do is get up on the bridge straight ahead and take a right. There is a place called Nelson Pit Car Park there, paying display, and just from there it's just about 100 metres and we'll get up onto the canal. So here's the car park, and there's also some loos here as well. And what we're going to do is just go straight on through the car park. Okay, so as I say, we're just gone about 100 metres, then as I say, we just get to this little set of posts and we're up and we are on the canal. So we're going to take a left. Just on the right, by the way, there is a small cafe which is normally open at weekends, so you can have a brew there. Right, so there's lots of boat trips run from here as well, but basically, as I say, we're going to walk down this canal. It's called the Macclesfield Canal for about 3.5k, and then, as I say, cross over, join the Middlewood Way at Marple. But what do you think of Brexit? Oh, he's not keen on it at all. Not keen on it at all, tell you. Woohoo! Right, this canal was actually opened in 1831, and what I never realised was that it was actually designed by Thomas Telford, who, amongst other things, did the Menai Bridge. So he was up there with Brunel in a lot of people's eyes. I never knew that. So it's 26 miles long, this, and it starts at a place called Marple, goes through to a place called Congleton, where it joins the Trent and Mersey Canal. There's no locks on it other than at a place called Bosley, so it is at a very flat elevation of 157 metres most of the time. But as I say, I absolutely adore it. As I say, it's still the middle of winter and it's a cracking day out. Now you will periodically come across paths which will basically lead down to the Middlewood Way, because basically the canal runs parallel to it. So there was a whole load of mining around Poynton, so we're just looking now at a place called Prince's Incline, and as I say, there is places like Nelson Pit, Anson Pit. It was a mini Wales up here, but seriously, there was a whole load of mining, and this is one of the reasons why, as I say, they actually built the canal. A really hungry squirrel's been at that. They also put numbers on the bridge, by the way, so if you're wondering how far you've got to go, just count down. Right, after about 2k, you just come to this sign here. Basically, there's a road in the middle. You can go left into Ladybrook Valley, but where we're going to go is to carry on following the canal, literally right alongside it. So let's go. Always lovely, this section, always lovely. Right, now we're just approaching a place called High Lane, and what I love particularly is this bridge here. Look at it. So designed for horse and cart work, but it's amazing how much of the old original architecture still remains. It's absolutely stunning. Right, 2.5k in, about 45 minutes, and we've just come to High Lane proper. That bridge is carrying the A6, and basically there's plenty of pubs and cafes and shops here if you need to stock up. So let's carry on. Another absolutely lovely little bridge. What I love about the canal around here is it's almost like, as you can see, there's loads of houses around, but it's almost kind of like there's a bit of wildness just going right past your front window. So yeah, what an amazing place to live. But I'm just noticing here, by the way, the path is way better than I was here a couple of years ago, so that's brilliant for access. It's making it really straightforward, even on what could be quite a muddy day to get around. Right, the Beatles wrote a song about the number 9, possibly when they're in their rather drug influenced period, but trust me, step through this bridge and you just leave everything behind. Stunning, yeah? As I say, you suddenly just kind of step out into the wild here, so it's an amazing change, and it just goes so quiet. It's absolutely lovely. So it just starts to open out a bit more now. Wonderful. Back to reality, because obviously a number 6 is a number 9 turned upside down, I think. These are still used actually just to regulate the level of the canal, and you can see loads of pieces of machinery like this all along. But just on the opposite side there is a huge sluice leading out of the canal. So to say, the engineering that made them, what, back in 1831, still works now. Really starts to open up now. Right, this is where the views really kick in. Right, Stockport and Manchester are middle of shot there. Right, straight ahead I can actually see right over to Fiddler's Ferry Widnes. And then just to the left, well, I can see the Welsh Mountains. And that's just lovely. Right, so just under 5k and about an hour and a half, you just come to this spot, and you will notice it's not the easiest to spot, but a small sign, and we're going to go straight ahead down through the golf course, and we will pick up the Middlewood Way at the bottom. Keep going basically down this slightly raised bits, and there are signs about every 30 metres just to let you know where you're going. Do keep an eye out for golf balls. Keep following these signs. We're just basically going to go through that little copse there. Right, when you come out onto this part of the course here, just keep right, and here's the finger. We're going to go through that gap there again, which is signposted. Right, so you just come to this path here and just follow it down. As usual, I managed to find a chainsaw, but just be wary of this path, by the way. You'd be jiggered if you were trying to bring a pushchair down there, so just be wary of that. There are some quite steep drops. Do try and stick to this path though, by the way. You know, the golf club are pretty good letting us wander over it, so as I say, just for everyone's sake, just keep on the path, and it is absolutely lovely. So the very last bit, we just come back in to the golf course, just continue for a couple hundred more metres. Right, just in the corner here, you just come to this stile, and we're going to pick up the Middlewood Way and take a left. Right, so the Middlewood Way is 16 kilometres long, and it leads basically from a place called Rosehill Marple Station right down to Macclesfield. Now, Rosehill itself was opened in 1869, so this railway really came about in the late 1860s. But as I say, it goes all the way from Rosehill to Macclesfield, and as I say, you can pick it up in many places, but I'm really excited to show you around it. Right, so as we go off left, as I say, 5.8 kilometres and just under 2 hours. As I say, this is completely flat. You can access it all year round. That's one of the great things about it. And again, there's some cracking views as we move along towards Macclesfield. So again, a kilometre out of Marple, and all of a sudden you tend to get the place to yourself again. So, and this is a busy half-term Sunday. So I'm just loving this. So lucky to get out today, because earlier on today there was howling gales and absolutely bucketing down, so this is great. As I say, if you just get the chance to do one part of the walk, then definitely do Rosehill, where there is actually a car park, to High Lane. It's definitely a winner with the views. I can see my house from here. Look at it, lovely. What I like about it is this sense of space you've got. but you've also just got a really trusty, sturdy path. As I say, any time of year, it's open to everyone. Right, we're just approaching High Lane Station now. As you can hear, the A6, but thankfully we go under it. Right, and under the A6 we go. Right, 9k in, and this is the other station on the line, Middlewood. So basically you can come up from Stockport and go on to Buxton. Beautiful line to travel on. Right, so we're at 9k and 2 3/4 hours. To be honest, I've spent at least half an hour doing filming and things. But anyway, we are just going to go straight on. That's sort of the entrance of the train station. I tell you what, pretty cool coming back here each evening. Wow. Right, just here, I'll just take you to a quick detour. There is a place called Jackson's Brickworks, and basically they've done a lot of work reclaiming land that was an old brickworks, so there's some super wildlife there as well. It's really well marked out, lovely little pass, and as I say, it's just down here, so you can spend a lovely little 20 minutes down here. You'll find the Middlewood Way often split, and that's the simple reason of horse riders on one side and everyone else on the other. So as I say, it's brilliant here for bike riding, horse riding and just plain walking. I have a real affinity for this part of the world because basically in the 1980s I actually did some volunteer work and did quite a bit down here, but as I say, I'll tell you a bit about that on my next visit. But what a day, it never disappoints. Right, and we're back. So that was 3 hours and it was 10.5k. Now, to be honest, I spent at least half an hour doing filming related things. But as I say, I really hope you've enjoyed coming along with me to Macclesfield Canal and the Middlewood Way. As I say, hopefully it might inspire you to try it, or at the very least, I hope you enjoy the film. But thanks again for coming with me, and I hope to see you again soon.